Good morning, everyone. Well, it's morning for me anyway. Here's some coffee. So, I've been sick for, it's 12 days now. Although I feel pretty normal this morning. Yesterday started out like that too, where I felt really normal. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to just act normal until my body crashes or until whatever. So I did that and I'll do that today. And I wanted to talk a little bit about kind of what was going on with me in my mind while I was sick, because I'm a really active person, and some of that is out of necessity because, I work, I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I have a house to keep, there's lots of things to do, I have animals to care for. But some of that is also out of not wanting to be still. My mind is always running no matter what I'm doing. I'm always thinking. I'm always trying to figure things out, trying to make something out of anything. But I always keep myself very busy. And I know that in the times that I am not busy, if I am just sitting, if I'm not in a good headspace, or if my mind goes somewhere that's unpleasant, I generally will get up and start working, find something to do, busy work, there's always something to clean, always. And there's always a way to keep yourself busy, distract yourself, especially in the land of YouTube. You could always watch something. But being sick for that many days, I couldn't do that because, the fatigue was the worst part for me, because I am a person generally that when I get sick, when I get some kind of virus or whatever, even after I had babies and surgery, as soon as I was able to do anything, I was up and about. And I wasn't down very long because I didn't allow myself to be down very long. This one didn't really give me that option. I didn't really have that choice. I was so tired, and I probably will be again this afternoon. And I had a bad headache, so having videos on and earbuds in to block out the world and stop my thoughts wasn't really an option either. So I was forced to sit and forced to think and forced to listen to not only my own thoughts, but what God would have to say to me as well. And one of the things that came out of me being sick and being, down for this long, and hopefully not much longer, I'm over it. Okay, moving on. I'm mad at the coronavirus for invading me. One of the things that I learned about this, and that was kind of speaking to me this morning, was when you are in a place that you cannot give anything to anyone, you find out painfully and unfortunately who really cares for you and who is along for the ride to take from you. And I can say some I was a little bit surprised, some of the people that reached out to me during this time that I hadn't heard from for a long time, or that I didn't really think were people that would support me or ask about me or be concerned over me in that way, And then facing the reality of the people that didn't contact me or didn't try to even anything, or didn't provide any support, any help, any care. Now, I didn't want a bunch of people at my house, obviously. You don't want to spread this thing around. I mean, there's different camps with that, but I don't wish this on anybody, so I don't want people coming over. But within the inner circle of people that I love and trust very much, to see who can give to me when I have nothing to give them, it's pretty eye-opening. And to see the ones that fail in caregiving or in supporting when you can't support them, it's pretty telling. So that is kind of, I guess, the blessing and the truth that came out of being down in my chair, which is right there where my dog is sitting, because that's where I have spent the majority. Oh no, she's on the couch. The chair is over here, but that's where I've spent the majority of my last 2 weeks here, is in that chair, under a couple of blankets, because when you have a fever, you're cold. And yeah, so finding out, who cares for me, and am I going to allow that support and care? I don't always like it. I'm not a person that really, excuse me, I'm not really a person that requires a lot of care, because I don't allow it, because I'll take care of myself. I'm a big girl, that's always my thought. It is a little painful to be faced with the reality of the people that can't care for you when you have nothing to do for them. When they almost are annoyed or just not bothered when you need something. But I will count that as a blessing and take it for what it is. And I want to see the truth, and I want my blinders off. So there they go. And what do you do with that? I don't know. For me, I just continue to love the people that I'm given to love, and in my best effort anyway, which is, faulty and stumbling and not always the best, but also trying to care for myself when I desperately just wanted to care for my family and not myself. Been a little bit of a struggle too, but being forced to sit down, to stop, to not use the unhealthy coping mechanism of keeping myself very busy all the time has been a bit of a blessing, even though it was painful, physically painful and annoying, and I did not like it one bit, and I don't want to go through that again. But yeah, now I'm just rambling. So I will say goodbye to you guys for today, and I have no idea what our schedule is going to look like, because I plan on going back to work next week, and we will see if I can. So live in love, out of the way you were created.